Today, Precarious plays
Phantom Brave. Mr. Driller with a 7% catch rate? That's not it. Too much Pokemon. That 7% snag and grab. I got it.
Okay. Yolk.
Wow, wait a second. I didn't realize that it was resistance-based alteration skills. So now I just need to hang out. I really hope that it doesn't just run up and grab it back. That would suck.
It would, yeah.
Did that rock survive? Yeah, I've still got that rock. I'm actually gonna go hide on top of my healer for a second.
Mummy.
Don't you do it. Oh, okay. That's actually fine. I'm okay with that. As long as the egg is intact. 100% take home. And now what I need to do is I need to beat that slime. Resistance. Oh, so definitely hit it with a resistance, with an intelligence attack. So I'll summon January, and just in case, I'll do Epoxy as well. And I don't want to have to deal with an overkill again. So you should go home, Mr. Driller's corpse. Or Mr. Driller's unconscious form. I think Mega Bonus works. I think it applies a bonus to the... It's essentially like a debuff, right? Like I think... Oh, but I think it might actually have to deal damage. I don't know how some of the more specific mechanics work in this game. Hey, I was talking about the knight.
Beatrice in Final Fantasy IX.
Beatrix. I can't remember if it's an X or a C.
Yeah.
Or X. Yes, an X or C.
Huh. Yeah. Okay. Anyways.
So there is I think maybe 2 different battles where you can't beat her. I think that the first one is very dramatic, and it happens in the rain, and it's like, if you somehow manage to drain her HP in what would be a complete way, I think that the game just goes, no. And
Not. You're wrong.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it just sets her HP to 1, and then she uses Stock Break. Or is it Clim Hazard? Or Shock. She has lots of really cool moves with cool names. She uses a technique which immediately drops your entire party to a down state. And it just jumps into a cutscene. It was, because I'd never seen anything like it, it was very dramatic. As a child, whenever I replayed Final Fantasy IX last year, on the Steam version of the game,
Yeah.
I hated it.
You just rolled your eyes really hard.
Well, the difference between when I played it as a child and when I played it most recently, all of my characters were much more capable, and I did significant damage to her in the time that was allotted before she flipped her lid and was like, no, Queen and Country, I win.
Yeah. Battle dedication. Poof. So I guess, isn't the best way to avoid that sort of situation just to have the battle end once a certain percentage of damage is done?
And just go straight into the cutscene.
And be like, whoa, didn't know you were playing with a full set of marbles here.
Honestly, I feel like
That was pretty good, young man.
I feel like the best way to handle it now, because RPGs in general, I mean, the thing is, a game could come out tomorrow with a tired old trope like that, and it's still going to be the first instance of that surprise. for someone in the world.
Yeah.
So I don't want to just say, like, no one should do that anymore because it's stupid. But I feel like, no, I feel like, honestly, the best way to handle that situation, don't, like, I think about what I do for D&D, right? It's like, don't put your villains in a situation where they're actually in jeopardy. Mm-hmm. If you are not willing for them to lose and be looted. It's sort of like, don't give your, what is it, don't give like a pirate captain a luck blade if you're not willing to field a bunch of wishes from your party members. Is it a luck blade? I think luck blade is the one that lets you cast wish a number of times, right? That's the kind of thing where I've read about it in the DMG a lot, but I've never put one. It's like a deck of many things.
Yeah.
Thought about, read about, never ever put in. I have considered a variant of that though. Have I told you about my thoughts on the deck of many things, a way to incorporate it that is not as campaign destroying?
I don't know. Maybe having like a partial deck of many things.
Yes. Here's my idea.
Yeah.
Right?
Tell me about it again, because I love having this conversation. Because I love the idea. Danger. I love randomness. I love randomness governed by rules. Like,
I have considered having like a heist, like the Heist movie.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Except the object to be auctioned is a card from a deck of many things. And like a board of diviners have confirmed that it's a specific desirable card.
Yeah.
And it's like just in a card protector, essentially. It's not in like a box that you draw from. It's just in a sleeve.
Yeah.
But I thought that would be like a really desirable, weird artifact to be the subject of a
heist.
Right.
Of a party heist. Like, yeah. Let's all play smooth jazz and talk about how we're going to walk through the building in a certain way, and map out all the things. And Johnny over here is going to do this, and the cleric's going to do that. And at the same time, so-and-so is going to move through the building and then distract this one person.
And you can have a very high magic version of one of my favorite scenes from that style of movie where, like, they show someone from behind in an unassuming uniform, and they turn around and
it's them.
They look at the camera very smoothly as they're like putting the hat on, like the blue hat that matches the overalls. Not the overalls.
They grin.
What's the
jumpsuit? The coveralls.
The coveralls jumpsuit. Yeah. Except instead, they turn to camera just as like the mask of many faces, like the transformative magic like ripples up their body and changes them into the person that they've just knocked out.
And then there's one character that's just good at horses. All horses. Like, I got this horse, I got that horse, this one's got a trolley strapped to it. You don't even want to know what this one's for. This one's real fast, this one's real smart.
Just like the handsome
and
one
this
that's
one's
good
little,
with
and
carriages.
we can make it go through the hallways. Like the Mini Coopers. The Italian Job. Can you imagine?
I don't think I've ever done a D&D heist, and
I want to do one now.
Well, the problem
That'd be a
is,
good one-off.
I think that the problem with the D&D heist is that it kind of goes against. I think that. Oh, right. It's not Morona, so they just get OB'd. That's fine, because they're just gonna wind up stuck over there on their own anyway. Although I didn't get to roll in that item. So, to have a really good heist, you have to have... I think the way to do a D&D heist would be... As a DM, you just have to have a 100% willingness to ultimately, in the final act, right? Mm-hmm. You will make it work in the party's favor. You will contrive a way as covertly as possible. Because otherwise, if there's not that payoff of cleverness where things work out, it's sort of lame, right?
It is. It sucks. Well, let's think about this for a minute. What if...
If your intention is to do like an Ocean's 11 Italian Job heist, like there needs to be some like things that go awry, but in the end, you can't turn it into like a sad prison tale about how heists are really hard and how it's unlikely that you're going to succeed.
Well, if you want it to be a one-off, no. But I've just been interested in one-offs lately because it seems like it's difficult to round people up for a whole campaign. Well, we do have a couple campaigns going. I don't know. Anyways, I just like the idea of having a nice little encapsulated story sometimes. And you would have to... Let's think. What if...
Well, with a one-off... Mm-hmm. With a one-off, I feel like... Oh, some pretty good vampirism. With a one-off, I think that there's a bit more of a license to just say, all right, guys, we've got 3 hours. Normally, I would let you guys explore the space and talk to people more freely and investigate. But I've got a beginning, a middle, and an end, and I want to take you guys on an exciting but sort of static journey.
Yeah,
right?
And you could always make it so that there's like a baseline level of success that they're always going to get, and then extra stuff.
Yeah, unless something happens in a TPK.
Yeah.
I want to detonate the plastic explosives in the back of the car right now while we're all standing here.
And you just throw up the pencil and the dice and go, I'm out, you're dead, bye!
You guys didn't want to play D&D today. You should have just said so.